Yesterday, I believe.
Okay, yeah, we sent it by mistake. I don't know how that happened, but
Okay, it looked like the same problems that we had done already.
yeah, yeah. We checked them today actually, and we did all that today. But today we have something new. Like we're doing word problems now.
I got,
Um,
I might have them already. You might not need to send me anything. I
okay, we sent them.
oh, you
Yeah,
you did send them already?
yeah, we sent them like like 5 minutes ago
All
actually.
right, well, let me check my email. Yeah, I got them.
Okay,
Probably the
cool.
same ones that, let's see, it's not the one there. It's got to be this one here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was funny. I was thinking that we probably should work on those word problems because
yeah, for sure.
it's different. In other words,
Exactly.
we did a whole session on three equations and three unknowns.
hmm
Word problems tend to give people more difficulty.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
no, these are different. You must not have exactly the same teacher. And let me see if I
Yeah,
can figure out how to get these lined up. Seems like
sure.
Windows 10 changed a little bit
They did, yeah.
recently. Um,
Okay.
I mean, within the last 2 days, it's different.
Interesting.
It behaves differently.
Huh.
I kind of like the changes, but I just have to get used to them.
Yeah, for
Which
sure.
one should we start with?
We can start with number 4.
Okay. What's the
Cool.
secret to word problems? If you remember this, you will not have problems with word problems.
Identify the variables.
Secret, yes.
Cool.
Start off by not just identifying the variables, but spell out what each one means. Because sometimes you could say that in number 7, for instance, you could say X is the number of CDs and Y is the number of DVDs. But is that the cost of each, or is it how many you order of each? So when
Okay.
you're spelling out the variables, spell them out so that you know precisely what it means.
Okay.
Usually the way to do these is to go to the last sentence, and that will
hmm
almost answer what the variable should be for you. Um,
Okay.
I noticed that some of these that I did earlier are a little harder in that
Yeah.
respect, and that they don't spell it out for you. You know, they don't say how many CDs should you purchase and how many DVDs should you purchase. That's usually
Right.
the last sentence. Notice that in number 7 where it says how many of each type did you order, well, that's what they're saying.
hmm
In other words, on number 7, I can go to the last sentence and tell you that X should be the number of CDs you ordered, Y should be the number of DVDs you ordered.
Okay.
Now, we have dealt with problems in the past where you could choose to use one variable or two variables. And
Okay.
usually in Algebra 1 class, they want you to use just one variable.
Right.
But you're dealing with systems of equations here. So
Yeah.
almost certainly they want you to use two variables on every one of these.
hmm Yeah. Okay.
All right, so number 4, what should our variables be and what does each mean?
X and Y, and then X would equal $98 for
Hold on.
the airplane. Yeah.
No. First of all, if they're giving you $98, then that's never going to be what X equals.
Okay.
X is, read the last sentence.
Write a system of equations and solve for the number of hours that can be spent on each.
Okay, so X should be the number of hours spent on what?
Number of hours spent on each program, I guess.
Hold on, let me reread it. I mean, I always go to I always go to the end first, always.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got training and he's got instruction.
Yeah.
So X, what should we let it be?
X would be, let me read it. Airplane instructions.
Number of hours of airplane instruction.
Okay.
What would Y be?
And then Y would be um, flight simulator hours, or number of hours for the flight simulator.
Now, this may seem unnecessary to you to write
No,
a
not at all.
number, but
Yeah.
there's so many problems where it comes down to a lot of times there's a price and a number. So if you
Yeah.
don't write this, you don't know precisely what you're dealing with, whether you're dealing with the number of hours or you're dealing with price per hour.
Yeah.
Well, once you exactly specify the variables, now everything else is going to unfold really easily.
Yeah.
So let's take this sentence here. He can afford to spend $3,500 on the required 50 hours of training. What equation can you come up with that describes that sentence?
We could do X plus Y is equal to 3,500.
Not 3,500.
Is equal to,
Notice what X is. X is the number of hours and Y is the number of hours.
so equal to 50.
So X plus Y has to be 50. He can spend 50 hours of training.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he can spend a total of 3,500. That's going to give us our second equation. Well,
Yeah.
what's our second equation? One of these things costs $46 an hour. The other thing costs $98 an hour.
Yeah. Well, we could do 98X plus 46Y.
Yeah. I was just
Cool.
checking to make sure we had the right price with the right variable. Notice you wouldn't
Yeah.
want to get it mixed up. In other words, I wouldn't have wanted to do 98y plus 46x. That would have given me a different answer.
Yeah.
But once you've got your variables defined, well, now you can go back and you can see where airplane instruction is 98 an hour. So 98 times the number of hours that's the cost for airplane instruction. That's the
Mm-hmm.
cost for flight simulation, and you can spend a total of 3,500. So that
Okay.
gives you your second equation.
Okay.
It's got to be an easier way to get to the eraser, but I haven't found it yet. Now
It's okay.
what? Um, now let's take one of these to fruition.
Okay.
The difficulty is not in solving these. Once you come up with your two equations and two unknowns, you should be fairly competent at solving that.
Yeah. For sure.
The difficulty is setting them up. So
Okay.
we only have a half an hour tonight. Let's make sure you can solve one of these.
Sure.
And then let's just go on and set up the rest. Or
Okay.
go as long as we can setting them up. And then you
Okay.
can write down and then you can solve them on your own. But setting them up is where all the difficulty comes. What's the next step in solving this?
Um, let's see here. So we would want to get rid of one of the variables.
Okay?
So we can multiply, is it 46 or 48? Oh, it's 46. Yeah, so we would multiply 46 on both sides.
Which equation?
The first one, X plus Y is equal to 50.
And do we want to multiply by 46 or minus 46?
Minus 46.
So what do you get? What's the number that
Um,
become?
let's see. So you would get minus 46x minus 46y is equal to
That 100 times 46 is 4,600.
uh-huh.
50 is half of that, so it's half of 4,600. I know it's immediately 2,300.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
I'm going to crop that one out
Okay.
and do what?
Um, Now we would just add both of them together.
Okay. And you add these two things together, you get 48x. The y's cancel, and you get 5,800. So
Mm-hmm.
x becomes whatever 5,800 divided by.
Yeah.
You have your calculator in front of you? I got
I do. Yeah.
a number. The only problem would be if that came up to be fractional, and then that would suggest we'd done something wrong. But
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, my calculator says that doesn't sound right. Hold on. I got this new graphing calculator. I'm still trying to figure out how to use it.
hold on, let me get mine.
Yeah, it's 120.83.
Hmm. Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a little interesting. I guess you can split up hours, right? You don't have to do a full hour of instruction. You can do 0.83. So this doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily have to be an integer. Now, how would I solve for the other variable? Because that's always the last step in these problems.
Right.
You have to solve
We
for
would.
both the number of hours of flight instruction and the number of hours of flight simulation.
Yeah. Well, we would. Let's see here. Well, we would put it into the first equation, like in place of x.
The simplest one.
Yeah,
And the
x plus y.
simplest one is never one that I've rewritten. In other words, this second number one here, that's never going to be the simplest one. So you usually want to go with the ones that's got the small numbers, which is that. Well, what's the problem here?
We're gonna get a minus. Um,
Hmm. What in the world did we do wrong?
yeah.
Oh, man. Let me blow this up again and reread the problem.
Sure.
So he can get 50 hours of training for $3,500. That's not very many
Oh,
hours.
oh, minus 23, minus 2,300.
Ah, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Cool.
So this number is not 3,500, it's 1,200. And now I bet 1,200 divided by 48 is an even number.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
So how many for y?
So it'd be x is equal to 25. So y would have to be, well, we would plug it in. So it'd be 25 plus y is equal to 50.
They both have to total 50. So y has to be 25. Now,
Yeah.
there was an important lesson we learned here.
Uh-huh.
And that was that when we got a strange answer, which is the first one I got, there were two things that were strange about that. First of all, it wasn't a whole number. That bothered me.
Yeah.
Then when we tried to solve for the other variable, we got a negative number. So that really bothered me. That means that's an impossible answer. You can't
Right.
possibly do 120 hours of flight instruction.
Uh-huh.
So if you're doing a test and you get an answer like that, it frequently has a red flag that tells you you need to go back and check your work. And
Yeah,
that's what we did, and at least you found the mistake. So that's
for sure.
an excellent lesson on how a math problem should unfold.
Definitely, yeah. Cool.
Number 5.
Okay. There's a point for each right answer at the system equations. So would x would be equal to the number of points, and then
Well,
y would be the number of questions.
hold on.
Yeah.
Number of points for correct answer.
Mm-hmm.
And what's y?
And then y would be number of questions on the quiz.
No, they're telling you that. Remember, you're never letting your variable equal something that they're telling you in the problem. Okay?
For
That
number of
never is
questions.
what the variable can be.
Yeah.
How about y being the number of points for wrong questions?
Okay.
And usually that's the way these variables go. In other words, they tend to go together.
Yeah.
Okay? I think that's it. Now let's see if that makes sense.
Okay.
He earned 30 points. Well, so what's the equation going to be?
Um.
If you
Well.
got, if he earns 4 points for each
Mhm.
correct answer, and this is, I wrote it wrong. It's not the number of points for the correct answer. It's the number of correct answers.
Oh, number of correct answers. Okay.
That's completely different.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay? So now, but it now makes it really easy to write an equation that specifies this sentence. He got 30 points on the test. Well,
Yeah.
so what's the equation?
So the equation would be x plus y is equal to
That's the number of
how?
questions. That's equal to 20.
Yeah.
So that's
How?
an equation. X plus y equals 20.
Okay. And
This
then
right before that, write the system if he earned 30 points. How
yeah.
do you earn points? You get 4 points for each x, and
So
you
4x
and you lose 1 point for each y.
minus y then. 4x minus y is equal to 30.
And there's your two equations.
That makes sense. Okay.
So everything is all about defining your variables properly. I made
Yeah.
one mistake here, and it was really important, but I picked it up immediately as soon as I went to do the problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Solving that real quickly.
So x would be equal to 10 and then y would also be equal to 10.
Okay.
Cool.
Again, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time solving them. It's,
Mm-hmm.
it's setting them up that's hard.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right, so number 6.
Okay.
This is easy because they give you an exact roadmap. The last sentence, always read the last sentence first. That'll tell you exactly what your variable should be.
Okay. So x would be the cost per day
No,
or no, that number a
that's one
day.
of the things they're giving you. Always make sure you don't make your variable something they're giving you. They're giving you the cost per day.
Okay.
What's the last sentence say?
Um, how many days should you spend in each location?
Okay,
So
there you go.
number of
So
days.
X should be what?
Number of days in Tampa, and then
See how easy it is? And most problems are like this, where
yeah.
all you have to do is read the last sentence, and that tells you exactly what your variable should be.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Now, we'll set up both equations. We know there's going to be
Okay.
two equations.
Yeah.
You can
Um,
start from the second sentence. You estimate it will cost $275 per day in Tampa and $400 per Florida.
okay, so we could do 275x plus 400y is equal to 2300.
Yep, that's your budget. What's the
Okay.
second equation? The very
And
sentence
then
on the page.
hold on, and
Ah,
then what x plus y is this equal to 7?
yep.
Cool.
And again, you know how to solve that. You can multiply top or the bottom one by minus 400 to solve it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. That's not your problem. So let's go down to set up another one.
Cool.
Number 7.
Okay.
Again, before you even read the problem, look at the last sentence, and that almost always gets you started.
For
Notice the
sure.
last sentence of every single problem here tells you exactly the very last problem. X is going to be the cost of a burrito. Y is going to be the cost of a taco. Problem before that is X is going to be the Mylar balloons you order, the number of them, and Y is going to be the number of latex balloons. Well,
Okay.
for number 7, what's it going to be?
So X would be the number of CDs, and then Y would be the number of DVDs.
I would even go so far as to say the number of CDs you order.
Okay.
And that
Yeah.
again seems trivial, but it helps you lay out the question. It helps you lay out the equation. It really does.
Yeah.
Because it's asking how many of each do you order?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, now set the equation up starting with sentence 2. Each CD you order costs this and earns you 2 bonus points. Each DVD costs that and earns 4 bonus points. Your order totaled that and earned 14 points. So how can we
Hmm.
solve what equation's going to be right here?
Would it be, how would we set this up because of the 2 bonus points? Um,
Well, let's separate these things out. In other words, your total order costs $60.75. Let's work with that part first.
okay.
So give me an
So,
equation.
yeah, so we could do 695x plus 1995y is equal to 6075.
Now, second equation is going to come from the bonus points.
Okay, so 2x plus 4y is equal to 14.
Again, there's as far as we need to go. You can solve it
Yeah,
once you get to there.
okay.
Okay, we got time for another one.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, it helps if you only do half the problem, but we're doing a
Definitely.
hard half. Well, you would agree, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I definitely agree.
Okay, number 8.
Okay. Okay. So x would be equal to the number of latex balloons you can buy, and then y would be equal to the number of mylar balloons you can buy.
And once you do these for a while, you realize the only thing that's really important is that thing right there. Are we talking about the number that you can buy or the cost of each one?
Yeah.
Definitely talking about the number you can buy because they give us the cost.
Right.
So what is the equation you get from sentence 3 and sentence 4?
So it'd be 10.10x plus 0.5y is equal to 3250.
And the second equation?
Hold on. 3250. And then the second equation would be um, x plus y is equal to 125.
You got it.
Cool.
All right. And this last one I can see is no more difficult than the others.
No, not at
Tell
all.
me what the variables are going to be.
So let's see. X would be the cost of one burrito, and the Y would be the cost of a taco.
Correct. And notice that we've got some costs in here. But that's
Mm-hmm.
okay because what that's telling you is that he had 3 burritos and 4 tacos and it cost him $4.80.
Yeah.
Wow, where can you get that deal? At Taco
Seriously.
Bell, really? Okay. I never got.
Probably, yeah. We just went there today for lunch actually, so that's kind
Yeah,
of
and
funny.
then the second equation is going to be some number of burritos plus 2 tacos is equal to 440. So there's your
Yeah.
2 equations right there.
Yeah.
But the key on every single one of these is this step right there and then being able to write these 2 equations.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Awesome.
All right, Dylan, have a
All
good
right.
one. It's impressive. We covered all 9 of those.
That was awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that a lot.
All right. Have a good week.
So thanks, Miss Cowan. You too. Are we scheduled for Wednesday
Let me
by chance?
check. Ooh, I don't have it. Hold on.
You're good.
I don't know how my calendar disappeared, but
No, you're good.
I think we are. Your dad or mom scheduled quite a few. Yeah, this is Monday. We are scheduled for 5 o'clock on Wednesday.
Awesome.
Okay, talk to you then.
Sounds good. I'll see you then.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.